Enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that sub button for more amazing content. Now, let's jump straight into the video. What's good, YouTube, and welcome back to the Bofino One podcast, and I am your host, Bofino One, and as you guys can see from the title, we're going to be talking about how Elon Musk loses $100 billion in net worth as Tesla stock prices plummet. And so, essentially, we all have been hearing a lot about Elon Musk. I mean, he's been in the news a lot regarding Twitter. We all know he recently bought Twitter, and then he fired like half the staffing, and he's trying to get rid of like Twitter Blue and I don't know, just a lot of different things he's trying to do. He's also been like liquidating some of his assets, meaning like his Tesla stocks. And so we see that, he loses $100 billion in net worth because the Tesla stock prices plummet. There has been quite a few stuff that's happened, like I said, or not so much happened, but there's quite a few things that have come up with Teslas, like catching on fire, having issues. I think a lot of it is due to them trying to cut back certain things or certain components within the Tesla models. And it's having a negative effect, right? It's like they need those high quality things in order to keep it running. But anyway, let's keep going through the article. So Elon Musk has just been struck by a staggering loss of $100 billion due to the plummeting price of Tesla stocks. The Fortune 500 billionaire still remains at the top of the global list for wealth. This is in spite of his riches having dropped more than anyone at his level. Yet his motor and social media empires remain on shaky ground. Tesla losses. The decline in Musk's wealth is directly related to the deterioration in the price of Tesla shares. According to Bloomberg, most of the magnate's income stems from the three companies which he runs. Yet, while SpaceX is doing well, having been valued at $100 billion this October, Tesla clearly is not. According to Bloomberg, one reason for this is the fact that all three of Musk's corporations are completely dependent on him. This is a risk, considering the businessman has to divide his attention and resources between all of them at once. In relation to media outlet reports pertaining to Tesla security findings, in quotes, although Mr. Musk spends significant time with Tesla and is highly active in our management, he does not devote his full-time attention to the company, close quote. So, essentially, it sounds like he might need to hire some people or hire more people to kind of help him, be able to balance this out, because it almost seems as if he has too much business and he's trying to do too much of it on his own, and he needs to maybe hire certain people for certain things. Being autistic, Musk also thinks quite differently from others. Many argue that this led to Tesla's past success, but also seems to be leading to its present decline. Its assets, for example, have dropped 58.03% thus far in 2020. Musk faced an $8.6 billion loss from his shares in the company in just one day. Twitter costs. So this is where we go into Twitter, and how Twitter is like essentially killing him. Musk officially bought Twitter in October to the tune of $44 billion US, but that sum might have been just too much. This month alone, he has demanded that Twitter verified accounts pay a monthly fee of $8. The announcement was immediately followed by a series of layoffs which he declared were necessary to save costs. Both decisions made investors in Twitter nervous. The clients whom he informed of the extra fees merely discontinued using their accounts. And I even see it with, me on Twitter. Like, I have lost quite a few followers. Like, a lot of people they're against him. They're just like, hey, we're done with this. He's killing it. So a lot of people have like deleted their accounts. They're going to other platforms. And some people just don't like Elon Musk in general. That's another thing. The consequences, as the Wall Street Journal notes, are that Musk faces rapidly tumbling revenue, enormous debt, and soaring costs. The later results from the $13 billion deficit he acquired upon purchasing the social media company, something that only made things worse. Jeffrey Davies, a former credit analyst and founder of data provider Intersection LLC, quoted by the paper as saying that Twitter was probably not worth more than what the debt stack is, quite frankly, unless you put a lot of option value just on Elon. And that's kind of what a lot of people had said, was that, it really didn't make any sense for him to really go for it. I think it was like, I don't know if it was like a midlife crisis for him, or it was something he felt like, someone told him like, oh, you could revive Twitter, so you should go for it. Twitter is like one of those platforms that it's been around for a while. I feel like it kind of has its audience, and I don't know if it necessarily needed to get any bigger than what it was. And it's almost as if he came in and he essentially ruined whatever little bit might have been left of the platform or the audience that it still had. The New York Times underscored that point this afternoon when they announced that Musk told his employees, the economic picture ahead is dire. If so, then that means bankruptcy and financial ruin might be looming in the not too distant future of the formal social network servicing, along with the CEO's net worth. So And at the end, it looks like of this article, but, you know, this could be something that could really take him down. You know, you're buying something that really is more of a liability than it is an asset. And that's kind of what it's starting to seem like. You know, it seems like he bought something that really he shouldn't have bought. He probably, like I said, probably someone 9 times out of 10, someone probably got in his ear saying, oh, you know, you have Tesla, you have all these different companies. You can probably take over Twitter and make Twitter, you know what I'm saying, do big. And it's like, some lanes are not meant for certain people, and you have to understand that everything is not meant to be revamped. Everything is not meant to be taken over and try to do better. I think Twitter kind of has its own like core audience, and I think sometimes you kind of just have to respect that for what it is and move on from it. And maybe he probably should have looked at something else, but now that he's bought this, and in a sense, essentially he overbought. Now he's you know, he's suffering the consequences, and that's, you know, the Twitter's going down. Investors are losing faith. People are, you know, users are leaving. They're deleting accounts, going elsewhere, right? And for me, Twitter is a big. I have a decent amount of followers on Twitter. You know, I have like almost 2K followers, whatever. You know, so it's like that's a big platform for me in terms of when I post and I'm able to reach out to people and tell people I have a new video, or, you know what I'm saying, communicating, because I do have a Facebook, I do have an Instagram, but I'm probably the most active on Twitter, right? So, and also that's just from like my generation of like kids. Like that's what we were on Twitter a lot. That was a thing. Tweeting was a big thing. But hey, all good things come to an end, I guess. But let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.